Hello and welcome everybody to this Heflatv presentation of the joinDOTA League Season 2. These are the tiebreaker matches and this is actually the first one of them. Titan versus Arrow Gaming. I mean, they're all already in the playoffs. Now it's just to decide who gets into the better part of the playoffs initially. And well, my name is Coucher, but I'm not alone as Heflatv is also joining me.
Hello.
And who do you actually think is favored in this game at the moment?
Titan, my rares just go to Titan, but this is not even based on players or anything like that. It's just for the fact that Titan in the MPGL finals as well as in the Gozo Cup finals, they won versus Arrow. I have to hold, well, I don't know, like Arrow was that day really exhausted. I mean, we casted how many games? At least 10 Arrow games that day. Like, at some point they were exhausted. Then again, Titan also played quite a lot of games. So I'm not 100% sure if, well, Arrow was more exhausted that day. The fact is Titan is a tiny bit better, but of course, in a best of one, everything can happen. But we have a stand-in for Arrow, while Titan is, yeah, all 5 of them are here.
Yeah, it was the case in the Gozo Cup finals as well as the MPGL finals as well. They were missing one player. Oh, I think they had their full 5 roster only in one game of those 5. So, I mean, that definitely hurts them. But yesterday, actually in a best of 2 series in the Good Play Invitational, it ended up 1-1, so Arrow definitely can win, and like you said, anything can happen in a best of 1, but Arrow, they start with the Invoker, banning out the Lycan and the Brewmaster themselves, whereas Titan took out the Doombringer and the Batrider, but started with an Enchantress, and that's actually a hero that Titan is only one of the few teams who actually thinks the hero is first pick worthy at times.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we noticed that in the other games, where it's not the first time they pick Enchantress as first or second pick, but they value this hero very highly, and well, sure, why not? It's a jungle element in their draft. Like, it can rotate into the duel and exist and make it a tri-lane, go for ganks. It depends a bit on the creeps he gets at the start, if we have a Conqueror or a Dark Troll Summoner for a snare or a stun. And so far, the Titan Enchantress, like, is really going directly, rushing the Aghanim Scepter, and then late game, then we see the Enchantress dishing out a lot of damage actually with the Impetus. So, well, I mean, I like the pick, but then again, it can also go horribly wrong, especially if the other team has a lot of Magical Burst. Then Untouchable, for example, won't protect you, and therefore, well, let's see how it's going. But they're going heavy even more. There we have Ember Spirit.
Yeah, it's kind of a greedy hero. He needs a lot of farm before he starts getting really active. Maybe if they had something that can combo up with the Searing Chains holding them in place or something, but I was thinking that maybe they're going to pick up a Nature's Prophet instead, since they already have the Enchantress, so just get some extra push and Titan. They actually love running the Nature's Prophet for themselves, but now Arrow Gaming do think that they might go for something like a Centaur, but wow. Second pick, Faceless.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't like it on the second pick, but overall, Invoker plus Void is already a nice combination. Chrono plus Sunstrike plus potential Meteor, Deafening plus as a follow-up directly after, plus X plus, I guess, maybe the fourth one, if you really go for the full combo, could be then 4 Spirits, even giving some more synergy for the Void. The problem is picking it as a second one. It gives away your strategy very early. Like, usually we see here and there some picks, and then we see like, hey, that's a lot of ranged heroes. Wow, there's a Witch Dog that might be a Void as a like 4th pick or a 5th pick, but here they give away the Void already in the second one. Then in the last games, actually, last week we had once a Void being played in some sort of support role. Like, he wasn't really the main farmer, and he was really just there, rush the Aghanims, put the Chrono, and let the rest of the team just do the combination, the external damage inside the Chrono. And it actually worked out quite well. I can't even remember what game that was, but I think it was Gozo Cup? No, it was something I casted, so I'm not 100% sure, but I like it. Let's see what Titan is actually doing against it, because now they have to ban certain things that can insert damage into Chrono, and they start, for example, with the Ancient Apparition, which would be, yeah, the Ice Blast. Ice Blast, that would be very dangerous. Getting 3-4 people in the Chrono, Ice Blast on top of it, Cold Free proccing, like the Chilling Touch on everybody, and they're just smashing everything that's in the Chrono. So the first one is out, and they might consider a Witch Dog as well. Ban out the Witch Dog, otherwise you're gonna have that Death Ward just ticking into the Chrono if it's a perfect setup.
I think the Witch Doctor wouldn't be too bad, because it would help a little bit against the Enchantress coming in with the creeps as well, because the Pask stuns on creeps for a little while longer. So it wouldn't be that bad as well. As just overall awesome hero to see. But Arrow, they themselves banned out a Magnus and a Lion, and those are not common bans by any mean. And what are they that afraid of? I mean, I guess Magnus just with the AoE lockdown, but is that really ban-worthy or?
I don't know. Like the Darkseer, I actually like it. It's just the same story like the Witch Dog, for example. Because, well, the Iron Shell on the Void, he's getting 100% uptime while you're in a chrono, as well as chasing with a time walk slowing people. So, well, it looks kind of equal at the moment. Like the Ember Spirit, that's a high potential in the hero as such, and of course Invoker, Faceless Void. But the problem is Titan. They have to really draft carefully what they do next, and you see it already the time they use. They're well aware of, like, I don't know, that the Void is like the impending doom, so they have to pick very, very careful right now. But maybe Titan is also confident and is just sticking to whatever they got, whatever works for them as usual against Arrow.
I mean, to be honest, from the first two picks at least, I favor Arrow Gaming a little bit at the moment because Faceless Void can just shut down the Ember Spirit with the Chronosphere so easily. No Fire Element out, no nothing. And do you think Titan might go for something like a Vengeful Spirit even maybe to swap the carries out of the Chronosphere, or is that just
anything like anything against the Chrono would be nice. Like the first step is of course taking heroes away that are like vulnerable to Chrono, then also taking the hero away for Arrow Gaming that synergize very well with the Void, and the third step would be getting something that would like somehow disable the Void in the Chrono. I mean, the Nature's Prophet, for example, would be one of those candidates, maybe rushing Sheepstake very fast, so the Faceless Void has to answer with the BKB sooner or later. But right now, I mean, Enchantress can't do anything about anyone in the Chrono. Ember Spirit, well, he only has his mobility, so maybe he can dodge faster Remnant before the Chrono comes out. But that's pretty much it. Nature's Prophet as such, he can't do anything either. So I'm looking forward, and I told you, it's gonna be a Witch Dog. I told you.
Yeah, to be honest, it's pretty decent against, well, with the ultimate against squishy heroes, because Enchantress, her untouchable doesn't help against the Death Ward. Ember Spirit has pretty low base armor as well, so the Death Ward will do just a lot of damage, and if you can get that fast Aghanims on top of that, that's just one Chronosphere and teamfight one.
Yep, absolutely. But still, I think it was a mistake, I don't know, valuing the Darkseer higher than the Witch Dog. Then again, Darkseer would also be automatically like a nice, decent offlaner for Arrow, plus the synergy with Void. So I think Titan had to decide here. I think maybe picking the Witch Dog here for Titan would have been a nice thing, but now it's a Viper. Okay, a Viper, another hero who can't really do anything against the Void. Like the slow, he doesn't care about the slow as soon as he's in the Chrono. The only good thing is, of course, the Corrosive is, well, Viper a bit tanky there. But still, like Titan not countering the Faceless Void, it seems like they do not care except for their bans.
It's, well, I mean, to be honest, I like the Viper pick. It's kind of aggressive, and they already picked up the Nature Prophet from before. So they should have a pretty decent amount of push, as well as Viper, just to get that early mech to get some even more fighting going for themselves. And to be honest, it comes down to, I think, just the lanes. If Titan can win the lanes and start getting those towers early and kind of snowball, they can win this. But if Arrow Gaming managed to take this to the late game, I think they actually, it's going to be close in the late game as well. It just depends on how farmed the Ember Spirit actually is, probably.
Yep, absolutely. It comes down to actually Void and Ember Spirit. Like, the Viper will go tanky build just like Titan always does, and, well, okay, they ban out a Wraith King. Well, a Wraith King, a nice stun setup, would act here as a second support. I can actually see this happening for Arrow, but yeah, of course, he's out now. And, yeah, Arrow Gaming, that's now actually interesting. They ban out the Sand King, even though the Sand King would have been a nice choice for themselves, because the Epicenter, it doesn't get stopped in the Chrono, so you can actually channel it outside and then just jump in. And right after you have the Burst Strike, or even you go in with the Burst Strike, the damage is still done. So that would have been very interesting, actually. But yeah, they ban it out themselves, and the Shadow Shaman it is. So we have Mass Serpent Wards, a double set of CC, and of course the always nice magical damage burst by the other Shock. Well, I kind of like Titan Draft overall, but then again, like, I fear that the Void, if he has a good day, and if he has awesome Chronos, like, this game could easily go to Arrow. So they have to win their lanes, get the Void fat enough, the Invoker not losing his mid, and then everything should be fine.
I mean, what do you actually think how well the Bristleback fits into their lineup at the moment?
well, considering the Void, not much. But then again, he's probably, I don't know, the potential offlaner. Therefore, they also have some tanky element, which is not too bad because, I don't know, we have Nature's Prophet there, we have the Enchantress, so we have a slow now by the Bristleback, someone who can actually tank for something, and a Lich. Okay, I didn't see this one coming at all. How does that fit in here?
Well, I mean, Chain Frost into Chronosphere, it does a crap ton of damage.
Yeah,
one,
but that requires... You put all the cards on one Chrono, that's a bit too much. I think that could have been a better choice here.
I think support. It's just helping Titan push because you sacrifice your own creeps, you deny them, and that means that the enemy creeper will push to your tower, so Titan will just have an easier time pushing.
I guess, yeah, but... Well, let's see. Like, if there's an awesome Chrono and we have actually a Lich with the ultimate there and it's bouncing not outside the Chrono into some whatever creeps, then yes, it's gonna be strong. If not, then we have a problem. Or Arrow actually has a problem.
I mean, Titan, they already have the 3 ends as well to just soak up some of the damage. But then again, it can also backfire because they will just keep on bouncing from the 3 ends and back to the heroes maybe. But all in all, I think Titan actually... I have to agree with you that just... The Lich might not have been the best pick here.
No, I didn't see it coming. Plus, I don't see how it like actually fits in. Then again, it's nice, of course, for the laning stage. As all of you know, we have to sacrifice, so they get some small experience advantage on their lanes. They like deny some experience before it even reaches the enemy. So the Lich at least securing a better start in the laning stage. But I mean, it's compared to what's going on the lanes, like if there's, for example, one lane just going better for Titan, then they just snowball from there, and then even a sacrifice of the Lich won't make too much of a difference. Then again, we also have the good thing about Lich is, well, if he goes for early ice armor, they have at least something that can protect the towers a bit against massive creeps by Enchantress and the Furin, so they're at least slow down as soon as they commit to a tower. But that's all the positive things I just can find for a Lich. So it's everything else, it just doesn't fit in that draft, at least in my opinion. And they check for level 1 Roshan, but that might be a mistake.
Oh, they do get the shackles by net, no stuns from Lance, of course, and that should be an easy kill. Slowed down by the poison attack, a few more right clicks, Enchant to slow further, and Viper KYXY gets the first blood. And could they have asked for a better stat? Actually, they want to go for Lance as well. I don't think they should go too deep, but looks like they don't care. They just want to get the kill, or at least get some tangos out of him, at least.
Yeah, I mean the Viper can at least get one tango out of him here. So why not? They got the first blood. That is the best start Titan can ask for. I mean, I guess it was worth it to check for Roshan, but then again, well, yeah, it would have been possible. It would have been possible to make a fast Roshan here on Titan setup with Treens, with level 1 untouchable. Yes, maybe.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been too fast, I think. And just not worth the risk at the moment, at least not with such a lineup. But I mean, I think the regressive trial is probably gonna be pretty damn successful, although then again, leaving Nature's Prophet up against Bristleback Lich, Xiangzai should have some pretty nice farm early on the Bristleback, and I think Bristleback is a hero that really requires that early farm to actually get that proper tank going, as well as get the early levels and get points into Bristleback.
Well, the biggest problem I see is that like they trade Bristleback's farm here against Nature's Prophet. Let's see how Ohio is doing here, but they will sacrifice the Void's farm. Voids will not get anything here if you have 2 ranged heroes and the Enchantress that is already farming the small camp, so there's no pulls going on. That means the Viper and the Rasta, they will have lane control eventually here, and I don't think there's not anything they can do. Like, unless there's more rotations whatsoever, but what and who do you want to rotate? That's the biggest problem. Johnny here, I don't know, he can't do much either, so let's see what's going on. I mean, now we have here Extinct and Ruro just going for some man fighting, but in the end, well, the Wild King...
He might be in some trouble, although rotation coming in from both sides. Lance is there as well, but Net, I mean, actually, are they gonna go for it? Time walk, maybe Lance? No. Not gonna take this chance. Oh, the shackles onto Roro. He's already down to half HP. They need some more right clicks. Heather shock as well. He's still alive thanks to the Voodoo Restoration. And they think that she might lose his life. Time lock comes out from Lance. It's a 1-for-1 so far, but KYXY makes his rotations and they're going for Johnny next. As actually top lane Xiangzai kills off Ohio in the meantime, and looks like Johnny might be fine. KYXY doesn't get through the trees.
Yeah, it's not a good trade, but at least Xiangzai did something there in the meantime. So it's 2-2 now on the board. And well, it's a bit space created. The problem is, of course, we have Voodoo Restoration, no Casket, and we had Sacrifice and no Frost Blast on the Lich. Like, if they would have gotten level 2, this fight would have been horrible for Titan. But since those two supports were stuck on level 1, nothing they could have done there.
I mean, just levels on a tri-lane so damn important, but now that the Lich actually has been here for a while, has started sacrificing up, and for an aggressive tri-lane, if you don't get those kills, you will just fall behind in XP quite a lot, especially if there's a sacrifice there, so that's something the Titan has to be scared of. But oh, Extinct, he's smoked up, and does he just want to go bottom lane, or maybe just even set up a kill on DDC?
Yeah, this looks like a gank attempt. We have the Troll Summoner, which means we have an Ensnare. Then again, Arrow has 3 people here now. Now with Casket, now with the Frost Blast, so it might not go the way they expect. But let's see how much damage they get in here.
Actually, it's funny that Johnny, he goes for the Frost Blast, but the Corrosive Skin actually takes him down quite a lot as well. It's level 2 at the moment.
Yeah.
So okay,
it's more for slowing purposes than anything else. Or maybe, I mean, the Enchantress, for example, with her not even 500 HP is of course one target that is always very vulnerable to any magical burst.
Oh, actually, Arrow, they might want to go in themselves. They have vision with this Observer Ward. And well,
the casket would bounce now between those 2 targets, but the Troll Summon is running out, so they have to abort this mission here. So Extinct has to get a new creep, but the problem is we have Mud Golems there. From the small camps, you don't want to have anyone because that's just a Vul Assassin. So let's see, the big camp is blocked by Arrow actually, so he has to go to any other camp to find something. But yeah, there is nothing. So Extinct, it's kind of funny that he's disabled now just by not finding a creep.
Yeah, it's, I mean, pretty nicely done by Arrow, to be honest, just warding up their own jungle.
Oh, look at this Ohio here. He's in trouble with Nezuko. This is the level 2 Nezuko, but he can't TP out. But nice, eating through the Sprout, but he has no mana. Now the Nezuko stacks are actually running out, so too bad, Ohio, there was no follow-up. Maybe the Invoker could have rotated in, but I don't know. I think that's more visual thinking of me, because that was quite a distance he had to take there.
It's, well, Ohio, nice Sprout coming out as well, and Xiangsai, he's completely out of tangos now. So, oh, mid lane,
Sunstreak in the mid.
Yeah, a few more right clicks, they get the kill, but now Extinct, can he get the counter, the Shockwave to fly from the Saturn? Actually, is he healing up with the Quas balls, and looks like he's gonna be fine. Extinct just doesn't have enough time.
There's another Shockwave now. Shockwave, and 1 hit, but he doesn't get it. He doesn't get that last hit.
Oh,
so
man.
in the end, DDZ is out. He's just returning to base and that's it. But at the same time, look, we have a go here on the Viper. There's the Casket flying, and it's actually nicely bouncing, but not the second time. So it lands, he has to run, he's trying to hide in the trees, and yeah, they get at least the Witch Dog. Now they're diving even deeper, but now hits that Frost Blast here directly. Viper might, oh my god, I mean, he will win the man fight. Nope, time lapse out. Now he's stuck here in the trees, and he's TPing out.
One more right click would have done the job. So at the moment, bottom lane, I guess it was a 1-for-1, or yeah, I think the Witch Doctor died, right?
Yeah, that was Witch Dog for the Rasta, so it's a 1-1 trade.
Oh, what mid lane? Never mind, Sunstrike off target by DDC, but still Yamate takes a lot of harassment. There's the Cold Snap as well with the Force Spirit. Oh my god.
Yep, that's a lot of damage. There is no Sunstrike and he has nothing to invoke there, so yeah, but still, like the Ember in the mid getting quite some harass. DDC doing a decent job. We have a 21 and 6 stats on him, and on the other side we have a 18 and 4. Actually, the Ember caught up quite a bit in the last 1 or 2 minutes, but because last time I checked, DDC was like 10 CS ahead, but this time it's looking decent. But now he might be in trouble. He's at the tower, and there's 2 people. Net is coming for him. Oh, but we have...
Oh, there's the Hex. War Stomp actually will be off target. Never mind, the Shackle comes out. Nice cancel of the War Stomp. Now hits, and Yamate gets the Searing Chains. But top lane? Or...
Yeah. No, the Prissaback TP'd out while that fight in the mid was going on. So the Prissaback getting the kill on the Furion, but in mid, of course, DDC going down after he did such a good job. And this gives the Ember actually the time he needs to get some farm up. But in the end, it was still a 1-1 trade. So... it's all good for Arrow at the moment, and the good thing is, since like the emphasis now, I don't know, shifted more towards the top and mid lane where all the action is going on, the Void finally has some time to farm. They even get some damage here on the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, it's really nice for Lance and...
Oh, but there was a Sunstrike on Extinct.
Oh, but they're going on DDC now. Searing Chains to connect. Net is there as well. Has the Shackles, has the Hex if necessary. Doesn't even use them, just the Ether Shock to get the kill, and Sprout comes out, doesn't catch Johnny though. So
but look at the Prissaback, he's going ham here.
Oh my god. He's shackled up though. Can he actually survive? Yamate is dropping low. A few more Quill Sprays might have done the job, but the burst damage from the other shock is enough, so
At
Easy
least he
2
got
for
the
1.
Enchantress. That's like the good thing. He got the Enchantress, so
But
for him
actually,
it
with
was...
the Enchantress kill, he got the killing spree, so Net got more gold out of it. But how do you find Johnny as well now? Yamate goes in deep, and then a shock to get the triple kill. Oh, Sunstrike Yamate!
Oh, he was... Oh my
Oh.
goodness. He was running it, but the slow by the Lich actually prevented him from being exactly on top of the Sunstrike. So DDC's intention was good, but it was not planned for a target that is slowed. It was planned for a target that has normal movement speed. So that was really too bad. So in the end, make it a 3-for-1 trade, like with that kill on the Lich. But now look at Bristleback going for the Viper, being already slowed up. The Nazagul coming out. There's the Viper Strike, but a lot of Bristle damage already, and he's just keeping up. There's the Stun Strike, but again, won't hit. And who's dying? That's the question. Is he still dying? He's using the bottle. There's the ammo, and he will actually survive.
Like, Xiangsa is just epic man mode Bristleback, just all the time. Oh man,
Yep.
I guess that's exactly how you have to play that here as well. I mean, Viper actually was so damn close in getting the counter kill. I think if he would have just stood and man fought for a little while, it might have been a little bit better. But oh, Yamate comes in, DDC Searing Chains, Hexed up as well. Even the Mad Serpent, but the Shackles, they aren't there yet. DDC is still alive with the Voodoo Restoration. No, he goes down, and Ruru probably gonna fall as well to the Flame Guard damage. And yeah, the last right click.
That's a double kill for him, an easy one as well. Like, there's so much action here in the mid. Like, Titan is going so early for like this stacked gaming, and now with the Troll Summoner even bringing like skeletons in the equation, like they have a lot of pushing potential. That's 4 heroes, a new creep wave, 2 little skeletons, and that's gonna be even more in a couple of seconds. So, well, I mean, there's Xiangsai, so let's see. There's a rotation, DDC coming in, but is that enough? They
the
want to
cold
fight,
snap.
both teams.
Actually, Edershock on all the 3 heroes. Johnny dropping low. Sunstrike will be off target, but Net goes down to the Xiangsa, and now KYXY wants to kill off Johnny. He's successful with Ohio. He came in from the backline, but he just has to run away immediately and TP's out. We just created 3 ends and back the hell out because they were losing that fight so heavily.
Yep, they would have lost that fight. Unfortunately, there was nothing left to interrupt TPs or go for Yamate, and he still had 2 remnants plus the mana. No, actually, no, yeah, he had the mana because he had a magic stick with like 10 charges. So it was also the first time actually the Void came in here, but we didn't see any Chrono because he was really late on it. The Void, his farm is actually very pathetic, like it is. I mean, that's the result of this action we saw on the bottom lane. I mean, he got now Cloves of Haste and 1,000 gold on top of it, which means he's going for a Midas, which is probably the best decision he can do because he needs that Midas just to catch up in XP. He's level 7 compared to other heroes. Like, yeah, it's pretty low. I mean, Furion is 8. Even the supports are 8. The Enchantress is 6. So he's pretty much at the same level as the Titan supports at the moment.
Yeah, I completely agree that the Midas actually... Oh, never mind. He's not going for the Midas. Picks up a Morbid Mask on himself instead. So just straight up Mask of Madness.
No, that's for jungling. That might still be a Midas,
that's
but no,
be
actually...
really late Midas then.
No, it's gonna be the Maelstrom. That's the Maelstrom then. If he doesn't get the Midas now, then it's too late. And I think the Midas would have been a nice choice. Like going for the Midas, then for a Morbid Mask, and then he can farm the side camps at least. That would have been a decent choice, but going Morbid Mask now, okay, it's one way to go for it. Well, let's see.
Well, I mean, Titan at least at the same time, they're going for the tier 1 with the Mass Serpent Wards, and that's what they can do every time the spell is off cooldown. Just go to a tower, Mass Serpent Wards up, and maybe even Ohio splitting up another lane. And actually Ohio has finished up his own hand off Midas now. I mean, not the fastest, but still 11 minutes in with Face Boots and Midas, pretty decent for him. And it's just such a core item on Nature's Prophet overall, and helps him out so much.
But Titan is not giving Arrow any second to just breathe. They are, already pushing. Now they're spreading out a bit, and Xiangsa is actually coming, and there is Net. Yeah, he's TPing out as well, so just in case. So at least they pushed him off the tier 2 tower. There's not any damage done, but they instantly shift top here. But the Void is already there. By the way, this Furion Trees, I love them. I love them better than like the one I got, the normal mushroom ones. They're even better.
They look like in pain or something. They look really angry and in pain.
Yeah, like if you look at the model, it's quite funny.
Oh man. Actually, DDC, he's going for drums by the looks of it at the moment on the Invoker. And well, I guess just getting some mobility to himself, it's not a bad choice, I guess. But he has to be somewhat careful, because if KYXY just comes in with the Viper Strike, what can he actually do? And the KYXY finishes up the mech. So both teams have their mech now, so in the team fights, neither team really has the big advantage. But oh, Yamate, he's going for Ruru. Searing Chase, they don't connect though, so Ruru actually might be able to escape. No Voodoo Restoration yet, and TP
Yeah,
out
he's
maybe.
joking, but at the same time, Viper's going for TDC here, but he might be in a bad position. There's no ultimate on the Lich. Oh my god, now it is. It's bouncing at least once, twice.
Oh, it's not enough, but Xiangxai comes in, actually might be able to kill off Net, and KOX drops low as well. Roro, oh, the Searing Chains cancel the death ward immediately. There's the Chronosphere though, he will kill off Net, it's only a support though, and well, Xiangxai, he's gonna lose his life in the meantime. Flame guards burn, and well, KYXY with the damage over time as well. So,
Yeah.
1 for 3, I guess it's definitely in the favor of Titan.
Yeah, and the problem is Titan, and this is what I always said about Titan. They're very efficient when it comes to using their time and the heroes, and I mean, they do Roshan, 2-man Roshan, while 3 men of them just do a 3-1 trade. So you can't be more efficient. You're winning a fight somewhere in a lane, like one of you is still farming, and 2 of you doing Roshan. That's the perfect work share you can do. But then again, we still have a Void, and it's the same like anti-mage, maybe not as strong, but still, as long as there's a chrono, there's always the possibility of like a huge chrono on like 3-4 people if Titan does the mistake and not spread out properly. And then DDC can go to work as well as the Lich ultimate, what you said, plus the Death Ward, of course. The problem with Death Ward and everything is the Witch Dog is not getting any crazy XP. I mean, he's going for Urn now, but he literally has no mana whatsoever. He has like, yeah, 6.5 in levels now. It's... Well, I've seen faster supports, like when it comes to level. This is level minute 14. But yeah, this is also the result of the bad safe lane they had.
Yeah, I mean, they're losing so much. And actually, Void, he went for a Hand of Midas after all now. 40-minute one, actually a little bit faster than I thought. He actually might get it after the Morbius Mask. But oh, Yamate might be in trouble. The Cold Snap is there, Paralyzing Cask as well, but Fire Remnant away.
Oh, the cask is following him, and it's actually bouncing to the Enchantress.
Oh. But Ohio TP's in now as well, so I guess the tier 2 is their target now. Ohio has the Aegis as well, so he can play really aggressively now.
And look at all the damn creeps. This is 2 Enchantress creeps, plus of course the Treant wave, plus the creep wave. That's a lot, and it doesn't seem like Arrow is interested in defending this. They have to drop this tier 2 tower, because there's 3 people. One is coming now. Actually,
Lance smokes up, he has the Chronosphere as well, so I guess they might try. They have the Chaos Meteor. It's not invoked yet though, but Lance, Time Walking, Chronosphere onto 2 as well. Can they actually 3? Yamate is the target. There's the Chaos Meteor. They get 1 kill, going for KYXY next. He gets the Viper Sec onto Lance. And oh, there's the Death Ward. The Hoya drops really low. Actually goes down almost the mech. Just keeping him alive for a little while. And it's a 2 for 3 at the moment. Aegis, Nature's Prophet is gonna come back as well. And Titan, I mean, it actually started off really well for Arrow, but...
Yep, it was a nice chrono, but like nice spreading out there by Titan, because the 2 people who were outside the chrono, they were still going ham there, killing DDC. The Witch Dog was in trouble. So nice chrono, nice attempt, but unfortunately not enough, and they will just keep on pushing here. Tier 3 is the next target, 12-16 here in the 15th minute. Oh well.
It's even the graphs are just 10k plus gold lead already for Titan and around 6000 XP, but they are repelling the push a little bit with Skiang. But it's already out of mana Urn, taking a lot of damage, slowed down by KYXY with the Minor Summer from Extinct Impetus. Now he is tanky enough for the time being, but I mean, tower almost down to quarter of an HP, but oh, Lance wants to go in, gets the time lock onto Extinct. There's the Chaos Meteor Deafening Blast to follow, but the mech by KYXY just wants to delay this
Major
out.
attendance, just put the heal. Like, it took them ages till they killed off that little Enchantress, but at least they get a kill here on their way back. And the tier 3 tower, well, still 500 HP, so no crazy damage done, but still it shows how much ahead Titan is at the moment. I mean, almost perfect chrono with a nice setup. At least DDZ got everything off he wanted to get off there. The Death Ward came a bit too late, but still, I mean, you saw it. It was a 3-for-1 trade. Like, Furin didn't care because of the Aegis. Tier 2 going down, Tier 3 taking a lot of damage. But, I mean, in the end, the throne is still standing, and as long as that's the fact, Ara has a chance to come back here. Another perfect chrono, and then let's see.
Yeah, I think they need to be able to just have the heroes lined up a little bit better, or maybe DDZ actually get himself a 4-staff, which actually might be working for, has a Ring of Regen, so I mean, with the 4-staff he could have angled himself so that the Chaos Meteor hit at least 2 people instead of only the Ember Spirit. And they definitely need that. They will not win the fight by only killing 1 hero in the chrono.
Yeah, absolutely, they definitely need something there, but as I said, let's see. But I like the warding of Titan though. Like, if you look at it, how aggressive that is. They have like vision for everything that comes into like the top lane, as well as the secret shop. That makes it also very easy for Titan to snipe the courier. Like whenever that courier is going to the secret shop and it's not going over the trees on the left side, like you can easily snipe that thing. And now Xiangsai versus Yamate here is the thing, but of course he has a remnant somewhere there.
Net comes in, he has the blink there as well, but they see Johnny, so they're trying to back off. And the Hex comes out, oh god, the Chain Frost, it's gonna bounce to extinct them back, but there's the Mass Serpent Force Net, he already goes down, waited a little while too long, but mech by Xiangsai as they get Searing Chains up, but looks like Net the only casualty there.
Yep, at least they get down, they bait out the Mass Serpent Wards. It's not a great loss because in the meantime, well, Yamate just farming now here the jungle, pretty close to them, and KOXY just pushing in the creep wave here. So yeah, Xiangsai, he has to respond. And with that response, that might actually be an opening for Extinct and Yamate to take out those two people here. Then again, the Witch Dog and the Chrono, that's a combination you don't want to be in. Lance, if he gets a double Chrono here, that would be amazing. And actually, I think we see a go. We see a go.
Oh, they use the drums as well, the Chronosphere. Oh man, he got the Fire Remnant out. I thought he was caught there, I mean, I could see him for a second.
No, he used Sleight of Fist, and while you're in the Sleight of Fist animation, you can still use your Remnant, so you actually end up somewhere else. So this was a bad attempt on the Chrono, but I mean, you have to try. Like, I don't even blame him here. You have to try to make that kill happening. If it would be up, and he was in the Chrono, then it would have been good, but yeah, it's like a 50-50 chance. It always depends how fast Yamate is on his trigger finger, plus of course if he's in the fist animation.
Well, now that's just an easy opening pin though for Titan to get the tier 2, and actually Arrow Gaming looks like they even want to defend this. I guess with a Chaos Meteor can clear off the creep waves maybe, but without the Chronosphere can they actually take this fight? Xiangsai maybe gonna get Viper Strike up, KYX holding onto it for the time being, and there's even a Necro level 3 already out by the Nature's Prophet.
Yep, this tower is going down, there's nothing they can do, too many creeps. Like, the funny thing is Extinct doesn't even have creeps here. Like, there's no jungle creeps whatsoever, they just did that by trees, normal creep wave plus the Necros, and they will rotate into the tier 2 tower, and therefore I think we should look in the crafts unless you showed them already to the people, but yeah, with this tier 2 falling, they should have a crazy advantage. At least in gold.
Yeah, they already do. I mean, it's 14,000 before this tower goes down. The Chaos Meteor actually comes out to clear off the creep wave. And Searing Chase, they don't connect on anybody. Oh, do they really want to go aggressive? It's just a tower for them, and well, I guess they're gonna be fine with this.
10 seconds to the Chrono.
Oh, the Cold Snap there is on Yamate. He's actually taking a lot of time. She's gonna go down as well, just melted.
Oh,
they're going for more lands, Time Walk, but Net gets the blink out. Extinct, he's slowed down still. And the Mass Serpent Force Lance is blocked in, Ender Shock as well. Nice mech by Xiangsai, keeping him alive. There's the Chain Frost. Chrono actually did the fort, catching KYXY on the low ground a little bit, but it's 2 for 1 as Lance somehow survived. Oh, never mind, he went down in the end. Was it the Urn actually taking him down?
Yeah, I think it was Urn charges there by the Enchantress. Yep, it has to be.
Oh man, well...
It's too bad.
So, a 2 for 1 in the end, and Lance almost made it out, but of course... being Mask of Madness up in
I think
the Mass Serpent Ward.
should have went the other way though. Like, it was strange that he went to north, because there the Enchantress actually even able to like get that Urn on him. Like, if he would have went south, maybe some more hits by the Mass Serpent Wards, but not enough to kill him. Plus, there would have been nobody in range to actually get some last hit or even the Urn on him. So, but it doesn't really matter. He did what he was supposed to do. He was part of that kill on the Ember Spirit. Plus, he got a Chrono, which wasn't the most effective Chrono. He could have gotten there both the Enchantress as well as the Rasta, but well, I mean, at the moment, Era has to take small steps. They still have their base, so that's now the last fortress they have to defend, and they have to take everything that comes out of it.
Yeah, I mean, Lance is farming up reasonably well as well, because Yamate is actually behind Lance a little bit in net worth, although it's pretty damn even, just switching with every last hit they get. But being on par with an Ember Spirit who's on a team that is so dominant at the moment, it's definitely not bad at the moment for Arrow, if they can only turtle this out.
Yeah, but the turtling part is the problem, because Titan, they got everything they wanted. They got all the outer towers. They will have the Roshan now. That's the second Roshan at the 22nd minute. So that is not a cheese yet, but still. I mean, they have Enchantress creep if she gets some preparation time here. They have the Necros as well as the Treants. If the timing is right, even 2 Treant waves, plus waiting for the creep wave. That's a lot of pushing potential. And I didn't even mention there the Mass Serpent Wards. But now we see a 5-man smoke here on the top lane. They want to go for Yamate. How fast is he?
Oh, he even used the Chronosphere for it, and well, Chaos Meteor to follow. There's nothing Yamate can do about this.
Yep. And I mean, why not? I mean, it's level 2 chrono, it's a 100-second cooldown. They will take Roshan instead. Now it's tier 1 tower for Arrow, maybe, unless they kill Roshan so fast that they are able to defend it, but I doubt it. Like, they might use the cliff to, I don't know, stall some time here, but for defend that won't be enough. Look at DDC and the 2 supports hiding here. Okay, cliff is used, and there's actually TP's
coming in. He's pretty damn tanky. Viper Strike onto Lance as well. I guess Arrow just go for the tower and try to back off. Oh, he gets the Sprout onto Xiangxai. Will it be enough? Net is there as well. Has his Blink Dagger ready if he wants to come in, but no Master Serpent Wars. And now KYX might be some roll. There's the D4 popped out. And well, he's gonna go down. He uses the mech, might get the kill on Ruru in return. Will be successful. KYX is still alive somehow. The Shackles onto Lance, but he cancels it immediately, trying to back off. Extinct uses his Nature's Dance, but KYX, so he's gonna fall down. Deafening Blast. Just to make sure, but of course he had the Aegis, so that's why he was playing so damn aggressive. And Lance now, he's out of mana, impetus to fly from Extinct. Nice 4-step by DDC.
If he changes his PTs, if he changes PT to
intelligence. Viper Strike as well, and misplays.
He could have, like, he would have had enough. Like, he had 45 mana plus the PTs that gives you enough mana for an instant TP, but you had to use it. But instead he was running around and the Necros were soaking even the last 45 mana out him. So I don't know why he wasn't working there with his PTs. I mean, he left them on strength instead of swapping to int. I didn't really understand, but I guess... I don't know. I just guess. That's it.
Just in the heat of the moment, panicking maybe a little bit, like, oh god, I'm screwed. I just didn't even think about it, although if you're playing on such a high level...
Yeah, but I still don't understand, because the Ember was still dead there in the second. The Viper TPing alone, I mean, he was alone for such a long time. Then the Furin came in. By the time the Furin TP'd in, I think they could have gotten the Viper there. They should have been just confident. And I actually thought they want to fight, because, I mean, they were hiding in the trees and let the 2 cores here pretty much, I don't know, bait. But why would you bait and then not fight? It doesn't really make any sense to me. Like, here I think that was a huge communication problem here in Arrow's team.
Yeah, I mean,
like, either you fight or you don't fight. In this situation, they had the chance. An easy Viper kill followed up by a Furion kill. But waiting that long, all they got is like a tier 1 tower and a lot of deaths.
I mean, definitely, like you said, some miscommunication, especially as Xiangxai. He actually went to zone out the rest of the 4 heroes from Titan really well. So the Viper, he was completely alone, like you said, for a huge period of time. They just couldn't kill him, and maybe they didn't want to focus the Viper that heavily because he had the Aegis anyway, but...
Yamate, like, just harassing Lance here. And if Lance is alone, it's not enough. That's the problem. Even with the Mask of Madness. What's his next item? Yeah, Maelstrom.
Yeah,
so
he has it in 150 gold or so not that far
off. By the
way,
he went for Hand of Midas in the end. That's the interesting part. So, but I still don't understand. But now, do we have a go top? No. Like, net. Just...
What do you think of Xiangxai going for an SNY on the Bristol?
Well, I don't know. He's I don't know. Maybe he's saying, hey, Lance doesn't have the damage, so I have to go for it. Like, it's pretty cool. I mean, at least for the slowing effect, as well as him getting some nice movement speed, because I mean, right now, even with PT's build, he has a 400 movement speed, which is very nice against KYXY, for example. Like, even if you have the corrosive skin, like, the Viper only has a 3v5 movement speed, which means even if you have Viper Strike and or corrosive skin or poison stuff, you still can follow her up, especially if Viper is even maimed at the same time.
Oh man, but bringing this Viper down is going to be so hard, especially thanks to the corrosive skin. I mean, has the mech, has a Reaver now as well, so just going for Heart of the Rest.
Oh! But instant Remnant by Yamate. He's really just baiting this.
His chrono.
Yeah, he's baiting hard.
Oh, just living on the edge.
Yeah, this is not even a bait. This is not even a bait because it's more mocking. Like, there wouldn't be a fast enough follow-up if there's a chrono, but now it lands.
Oh, he catches Net as well. Oh my god, that was beautiful. Sunstrike to follow up. They're gonna get the kill. Net might be in trouble, but there's the Hex up. Net going for the Shackles, maybe Mass Serpent Ward. Well, a 1-for-1 in the end.
1-1 trade, Mass Serpent Ward's out, but Net, that was the best timing of a chrono I've ever seen. That was so hilarious. Net coming in and trying to hex him, but that was the chrono directly off, so he in the end blinked directly in a chrono. So Ember down for Void here. That is anyway not a high value kill because he's low level.
Oh, Shackles onto DDC. Oh, coming in as well. Necro level 3. Hex comes out, but he actually already has a Scythe of the Vice on him, and Well, easy kill for them, I guess. Xiangsai wants to chase them down, but the best they can do is just farm up the Necros.
That's definitely worth the gold. Yeah, 200 gold, easy for him. So Xiangsai getting fat pretty soon, like if he keeps on farming like that. And Lance is really just, like I have to say it, he's gonna be like the chrono bitch. It's just like, please Lance, do a proper chrono, we do the rest. That's what it comes down to at the moment.
Yeah, and actually Johnny has got a level 11 to himself. But oh, Hoya TP's in Johnny, going for the TP out in return. Does make it out as well. Hex was still on cooldown for another 3 seconds when he came in. So, nice TP out by Lich, but he's level 11, so level 2 Chain Frost is there. And actually, Ruru is also level 11, the Witch Doctor, so they have something going for them, but oh my god, Net. He finished up the Aghanim Scepter now. I don't know how that player does it, but just every single time he's playing any support at all, he always gets that early blink there and the farm to follow up. Of course, his team, they're just dominating so much and getting the towers on top of that plus 2 Roshan.
And he's also lucky, like look what he always gets the cleanup kills as well. Like even if they focus the Ember, like he's always there. And with the Blink Dagger initiation, he did so much already. Then he was also part of those fights. They won while the others were doing Roshan, or he was doing Roshan. Like he's always at the right time, at the right spot, and he's not dying or rarely dying, and therefore, he's just keeping all the gold from the assists, and I definitely like it. And it's always his Rasta. His Rasta is always nice.
Yeah, indeed it is. I mean, I just see him on Rasta as well as Sand King all the time almost. Oh, but Lance wants to go in? Nope.
Yeah.
Once again, the dance.
Who is baiting who? It's like...
But
Ember wants to bait the Chrono somehow, and Lance just wants the Ember to use the Remnant away.
But I mean,
at the moment, it works at the moment, and there is a 5-man smoke. So let's see if
do they think that Roshan is respawning anytime soon, and that's why they're making a move, or are they making a move just because the Roshan is going to be up in the next couple of minutes, so try to get the pick off before that, as Titan is just trying to farm up safely?
I don't know. It might be. Actually, I don't think they count the Roshan in here. I think they're just counting on the simple fact that they want anything at all. But like the enemy jungle is unfortunately the wrong position to look for any enemies, because they are smoked as well in the bottom lane, waiting that Yamate is baiting the Chrono maybe so they can go for a fight. But I mean, why not? DDZ in the meantime, just going for the tier 1 towers. There is no rotation whatsoever. There's split push in the top lane here by Nature's Prophet, and he has a huge chunk of creeps. That's Necros, Treens, and even Enchantress creeps, and at the same time there are the Mass Serpent wards bottom, so they have to rotate all fast back ASAP.
You mean the Aghanim Scepter Mass Serpent wards do so much damage. 100 per right click, Lance, 22, time walk in, got Viper Strike up, and KYX right now actually tanking it up in the front lines. Hasty Heart is pretty damn tanky with the Chronosphere, only onto 1 extinct, and Lance is dropping the down solo Weather Shock to get the kill, and KYX, he does lose his life, 800 gold actually going away. Ruru, a nice death ward, he's still alive somehow as well. Now Extinct is the next target. Net, Hex is up, Xiangsai, they might be able to TP out on Extinct, but in the meantime, top racks, they will go down, at least the melee ones.
The split push successful. And it comes down to what I said, like all the last games, plus I even mentioned it this game, Titan, just more effective. Like there's never 5 people, there's always like 3 people engaging or 4 people engaging, and the 5th one is either farming or doing something, like working on the objectives here in the game. And you saw it. I mean, they had a bad trade if you wanted like this, at 1 for 2. They bursted down Lance, but not Lance. They bursted, Lance. Why am I confused? They bursted down the Void. Let's say it like this. But in the end, split push, easy going for the Fury there.
I mean, that's just the power of the Nature's Prophet. You can't really counter that if you want to take a proper team fight, because I know they do need all 5 of their members in a fight. But now TDC actually has a Hex for himself as well. That will definitely help out in getting those pick-offs there. And, well, this Chronosphere, it was pretty poor as well, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. It wasn't. It was, again, a Chrono just on 1 target and everything. It's... Well, as I said, he needs good Chronos. Especially if you're on the back foot in a game, you need good Chronos. That's the way to go for it. But at least the Death Ward, like, they didn't manage to kill the Witch Dog. That was the good thing. The Death Ward did so much damage this fight. That was the only reason they traded that well. So next time, I mean, the towers, they're still 2 standing, even though they're damaged. But I'm still hoping for a nice Death Ward Chrono combination.
Yeah, I mean, the Death Ward definitely was nice in itself. It wasn't really much of a combination, just. But it's starting to do a lot of damage, and actually, I mean, with their combination, they definitely have it in them to defend the next incoming pushes as well, probably. But with Titan, they can just always go for the split push like they did the last time. And of course, the top lane will always be pushing in now, and Arrow, that's the most annoying lane to push out, especially if you want to stop the Roshan from happening, which is going to be the third Roshan of the game, 32 minutes in, and well, that's going to be cheese.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, with this, Titan just can go for anything they want. They can go mid and Furion split pushing bottom at the same time, because Arrow, they need 5 to defend. And maybe they even make a good trade there, but then the Furion will take out the tower. So Arrow has to decide between good team fight. Oh, but now, this is of course really nice what they do. But now, Yamate, does he have a remnant somewhere? I don't see a remnant. That would have been Lance's chance here to do something.
Oh man, well... he doesn't know that there's no remnant, because usually you have them down anyway. And he actually has one somewhere at the moment.
Yep, there's one in the jungle here.
I think he just left it as well, probably.
Yeah, that's like an offensive one. But yeah, this was actually his chance. That was a nice little opening where Enchantress, Viper and the Ember were in a nice spot for a triple chrono and no remnant out, which would have been, yeah, but Lance just, yeah, not sure. And he can't know, that's the funny part. That could have been just a remnant at Roshan, for example. Therefore, he doesn't want to ruin his chrono just before the fight. And the fight will come. And look at this. There we go. There's Necros. There are the trees. There's just like 2 little creeps left of the creep wave, but there's directly after one following, and no cliff. So
yeah,
this
the Mass
tower.
Serpent wards as well.
Oh, look at this.
Oh man, but Xiang's actually goes in. He's already dropping down to quarter of an HP, taking a lot of damage to KOX, but he's actually boxed out. He has the cheese if need be. BKB activated. There's the Chaos Meter as well. Hex onto KOX, but the cheese, it comes out. Paturu, a nice therefore, but that is actually enough damage, and they're just losing the Rax at the same time. Rax down, and well, yep. It's a 2-4-0, but Rax are all that matters, but Extinct might lose his life as well. Lance wants to chase him down. A few more right clicks, the untouchable nature tenants. They aren't enough as Yamate. Fire Remnant out, and actually might get caught still. Does he have more Fire Remnants? He has one more. Time Lock is there. He needs a few more bashes. Oh, Yamate, how successful are you? Looks like he's just going to run away.
They have to chase him. There's another time walk in like 4 seconds, but look at the mid. The creep's already working on the tower, and it's exactly what I said. It's coming down to, you have to decide, either go for heroes or you lose your base. It's like either or. Like if you go for the heroes, you will lose your base. If you go for a cleanup on the Mass Serpent wards, you lose heroes on the way and you lose the fight eventually. So I think Arrow did the right decision, but as I said, against Titan's drafts and advantage at the moment, there's nothing you can do. There's just one set of racks left, and with this I don't think Arrow can effectively leave their base as such, because the Furion will always come in. There will always be, of course, the stronger creeps pushing in top and bottom lane, and he can just go in the mid and, I don't know, clean up the tower, go for tier 4 towers, etc, etc. And I don't know, things like Nature's Wrath, like sending the Necros and Enchantress creeps in the waves, it's helping out even more. It's giving those already stronger creeps even more of a balance issue down the lanes. So the creep wave will always reach the base eventually.
I mean, Arrow, they're just in such a bad position at the moment. I mean, we haven't seen a good combination, and actually that's the one issue as well. If you run such lineups that actually rely on the wombo combo, yes, they would not have to have that massive combination if they were ahead, but since they are so far behind,
do you see? Finds Yamate and
there's... Actually might get the solo kill.
Yeah, that's at least the H is down. So that's nice. And how fast he drops if there's no flame guard on him. That's funny. Like,
yeah, Ember Spirit definitely not the tankiest of heroes. I mean, just going for pure damage items, no stats whatsoever. Actually has 2.4k gold in the bank, so almost has a Daedalus finish, so the crits will definitely be strong, but he's still just a 200 net worth difference with Lance. So Faces Void and Ember Spirit, I mean, they're just getting out farmed heavily by KYX, who actually has fallen off a little bit since he has died in the last 2 fights. But I think in the last fight, just focusing KYX was a huge mistake by Arrow, because he's just way too tanky. But they go in there, the Hex Mass Super, they want to kill off Lance, a nice force up, Mech as well, and Net, he's the one to lose his life, or is he the Yule Scepter? Lance hexed up, he will take a fall in the end, and he doesn't have buyback. This might be the last set of racks now. BKB activated, Chain Frost to fly as well, they need the Therefore, it's doing a decent amount of damage, but in the end, it's just not enough as Ruru, he's gonna fall down as well. Bristleback buys back, but I think this is GG as Ohio. buys back as well, and that will make the push even stronger. But oh, Xiangsai actually might get the counter kill onto Yamate. Sunstrike to fly as well. Yamate will fall down, as will Xiangsai, and they die back for him. Gem on the ground, and all Witch Doctor, we have the death ward. His buyback won't do anything for them.
Well, that's a long time they have to wait. Shadow Shaman, yep, just buying back. Does he have BOTs? No, he has not. He could just TP to tier 1 tower. He will be there pretty soon.
Oh, EMP comes out by the Invoker. Actually, KYX are completely out of mana, so no mech, no Viper Strike, no nothing, but by the looks of it, they don't even need it. As long as Ohio has enough for the treants, they're gonna be fine.
That's all they need. I mean, they go for buildings. That's pretty much it. DDZ just with some desperate attempts here with the ice wall and everything, but they're working already on the racks, and that's pretty much mega creeps. It's too bad, and I don't want to point fingers, but again, Lance just getting caught out there, double sheep on him, and he's just going down before he can use Chrono, before he can use BKB. And that's just not a good thing to be caught out.
Chrono, he gets thrown up in the air, but Yule's net gets sexed up as well. And KYX is still alive, he's almost full HP. Chaos Meteor will follow. He's so damn tanky. Lance activates his BKB to the right clicks. They will be enough to bring down KYX. And
look
it's
at the
not
range
mega
racks.
creeps yet. Oh, they need to defend this.
It's funny, like there's actually the range rack still standing. What a game. But still, like again here, like I don't know, Lance, he's buying a BKB because he knows as soon as he puts a Chrono up, he will be disabled by hacks, for example, but he doesn't use it, and then he's just running around as a chicken or a pig or anything like that in the Chrono, and just looking at the target he wants to go for.
Oh, net.
And look at this. They
go
go for
for
him
the
again.
solo kill. Shackles. Where's the Shackles at, man? Actually, it might be enough. Ahoya comes in as well with his own hex, with the Necro Box.
And that's pretty much it. It's the same stuff happening all over again. Him being alone, him getting caught out.
Well, Xiangsai wants to make something happen for them, but well, range racks, at least they are still alive, so that's something going for them, but they're waiting for the BKB to end. Oh, the Sprout, actually Xiangsai might get the kill, and will indeed. Now going for Ohio next. Ohio always has the TP out, and GG gets called as they know there's just no way coming back from this state of the game.
Yep, I mean here DDZ versus Yamate. Yamate is just going for it, but the admin is faster, and that's it. Arrow losing against Titan. Like, I like their draft and everything, but the problem is that Lens, he just, I don't know, give Lens, I don't know, let's say 5k more net worth. Maybe the Arcanum's Chrono would have helped. Like, better Chronos, positioning of the Chronos, better timing, and not getting caught out all the time alone. If you change those 3 things, I think this game would have taken a different turn, but it didn't, and therefore, congratulations, Titan.
Yeah, I think it started with the laning phase when they sent the Lich to the top lane and sacrificed the Faceless Void's farm, getting that early advantage on the tri lane for Titan. And well, Titan definitely nicely played by them as well. I don't know, they didn't get raped at least or anything, and well, they are with a stand-in, so can somewhat excuse them, but this is gonna be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and if you enjoyed, be sure to follow this channel as well as Heflatv 2 and Heflatv on Twitch. All the English channels for Heflatv, as well as follow us on our social media, Facebook and Twitter.com/Heflatv. And if you want to see the VODs, which we will upload after the games as fast as possible, they will be on YouTube.com/Heflatv. And of course, if you want some cool stuff coming up in the future, be sure to subscribe to the channel. No ads, cool subscriber emotes coming in, some giveaways as well. So definitely worth your while, but I guess thanks Heflatv for casting as well with me.
That being said, see ya guys. See ya soon.